What's up, guys? Hey, Anthony here with two awesome bikes. I'm gonna start over. What's up, guys? Hey. What's up, guys? Hey, Anthony here at inGear, and today we have two awesome bikes with us that we want to break down for you. Because a lot of people are asking, should I get a juiced HyperScorpion? Should I get a 52 volt X Class? Should I go with an Ariel Rider Grizzly? Should I get a Scrambler from Juiced? What bike should I choose? So we want to just talk about some of the pros to each bike, because really and honestly, they're both really awesome bikes. So we're going to start over here with the HyperScorpion. This version of the HyperScorpion is the HyperScorpion Express. And this is meant for like if you're doing some sort of delivery, if you're commuting. This comes with a back rack, which is really awesome. It's a very deep rack. And then it also comes with safety features that none of the other bikes really that we've seen have. So this bike comes with an alarm, this bike comes with rear view mirrors, this bike comes with blinkers. So there's a lot of great safety features. This bike doesn't contain any of those, so we're just gonna move on to the next thing. We're gonna talk about the seats and who these bikes are meant for. This bike, the X Class, sits really far forward. It's very cafe racer style. You're very forward on the bike. So this bike also sits a little bit taller, and this bike might not be for everybody. This is not, in my opinion, this is my personal opinion, the most comfortable thing to ride long-term, long distance. It's really fun for zipping around town, getting quick coffee, stuff like that. When you have a tandem rider on the back, it tends to get a little bit less comfortable for the tandem rider, in my wife's experience. I just don't like the forward-facing as much as this. This is a commuter bike. This is something you would take to school, that you would do deliveries on. It sits up really high. The handlebars are up really high. And honestly, this seat on this bike is incredible. So it's not that this seat is bad, they're just meant for two different things. This seat is like this tall, as you can see in the videos. It doesn't have tandem riding capacity on this bike, which this one does. So I prefer this one because of the tandem aspects. So let's get into some of the power features. This model, the Juiced HyperScorpion, is a 52 volt rear hub motor bike. It is a 1,000 watt motor that peaks at 1,800 watts, versus this bike, the X Class 52 volt, is a 1,000 watt motor as well, but it peaks at 2,000 watts. This bike is really quick out of the gate. As soon as you give it some throttle, boom, you're off. This one, it's still quick out of the gate. They both have hand throttles, which is great, twist throttles. This one's a little bit slower out the gate, but not much. Overall top speed, they both overall top speed, they're both really similar. We tested them both. I just got off of both these bikes, and the only thing that I think is different about the top speed is that this bike is heavier, and this bike is a lot lighter. So I think this bike out the gate is quicker, and I think top speed is maybe 1 or 2, maybe even 3 miles per hour faster, but it might just be because this bike is heavier. One of the features I love is this has blinkers, front and rear. So I think if you're riding in traffic, this bike has safety features that the other bike doesn't. So I think this one wins overall safety features for sure. This bike doesn't have any of those. So if you got traffic behind you or other riders or anything, you just gotta hope that they're following and paying attention, or you gotta do some hand signal stuff. Otherwise, they might hit the back of your bike. The headlights are different. We're gonna do a brightness test. I personally like the way that this one looks, just because I think that it looks kind of futuristic. It's more LED. I like this ring around the outside that illuminates. This is a much more original, like Honda 70 style, so I like the vintage look of this. They both have stock rear brakes, brake lights, excuse me. So they will illuminate as soon as you hit the brakes, which is a good safety feature, but it's the only one that this one really has. So let's talk about the battery. It's like we're in the jungle right now. Let's talk about the battery life. Battery life is super important. You don't ever want to get stuck somewhere. Both of the battery capacities are big batteries. This is an 18 amp hour battery. This is a 19.2 amp hour battery. So both with 52 volts, 1,000 watt motors. I think the range is probably going to live up to its advertised distance on both is 70 miles plus. This is slightly bigger, but the bike is also a little heavier. So I think it will probably be pretty close to equal. Now let's jump into the tires. This one comes with knobby tires, which I like. I like just getting a little bit more traction on the road, gravel, that kind of stuff. These ones are street tires, but it makes the ride really comfortable, so that's just kind of up to preference. Another preference is that the suspension on both bikes is great. They're both adjustable. You can adjust the rear suspension here, making the seat and the rear of the bike a little bit taller or a little bit shorter. There's not a whole lot of give on that, but if you're on the juiced bike, they actually sell a seat riser and elevator. So if you're shorter, you can take the riser out, or if you're taller and you need more height, then there's a piece that you can install at an extra charge for that, which I think is a good feature to be able to elevate your seat. Now let's get into the ticket price of each bike. This bike comes in, the Ariel Rider X-Class 52 volt comes in at $2,100, $2,099. Excellent bike for the price. It's really an incredible bike. This one comes in at $2,800. Still an incredible bike, incredible price. So who are these bikes meant for? Over here we have the juiced HyperScorpion, and it's primarily meant for commuters. This specific edition is meant for people who are going to be delivering something. It's a delivery bike. You deliver coffees, pizzas, food, Grubhub, that kind of stuff. It's an incredible bike, and I love that if you are delivering, this one comes with an alarm, which you can check out in one of our other videos. But the alarm features on this is actually pretty incredible. If anyone messes with or bumps the bike, man, this alarm goes off. It locks the bike. It's incredible. So this is awesome when it comes to security features. I like that. This over here, this bike is made, again, more for people who want to be zipping around town, hit the bike paths, you're commuting to work, that kind of stuff, where you just want to just zip back and forth, quick ride. I think the comfort level of each bike really is going to depend on you and what your preferences are. So we have more on each bike. Again, if you're interested in purchasing one of these bikes, you can click on the links below in the description or use our coupon code inGear when you go into checkout. So thanks for watching. We're going to go do a speed test with these bikes and see how they do head to head. You like that? Camera guy hates me right now.